Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today is a little bit different, as this week instead of using fragrances from my collection, I'm using fragrances that have been sent to me in decants and in samples. So it's a little bit of a different week. I'm not going to be rating them. I'm not going to be giving them awards. I'm just going to be reviewing them as I see them. And we're going to start off in no particular order. We're going to start off with, let's see, this one here, which I actually did wear on Sunday. So we're back to Saturday. So this was the first one that I did wear. Just going to have another smell at it. I love this. I love this fragrance. I'd never heard of it before, and thanks to Abby, she did send me this lovely size decant, which is almost finished. It's called Bon Perfumer 402. This is a beautiful vanilla, toffee, sandalwood fragrance. And this is just the kind of fragrance that I adore to wear. It was launched in 2017. I'm going to insert a picture somewhere up here of the actual bottle and what it looks like, but yeah, this is the sample. And yeah, the notes of this one are almond blossom, apple. Middle notes are Madagascar vanilla, and I love that Madagascar vanilla. Heliotrope, and the base notes are caramel, sugar, musk, sandalwood, and benzoin. I really loved this fragrance. Now, I put it on and I spritzed it on all over. I really doused myself in it. And yeah, it didn't develop beyond, you know, it's just an easy fragrance to wear. It's no nonsense kind of fragrance. What you see is what you get. It is basically vanilla, toffee, sandalwood, little bit of almond blossom. Don't really smell the apple in it, maybe a very slight hint of apple. So about 2 hours later, I doused myself in it again. It didn't project beyond arm's length. My husband did really like it, but he had to come very close to smell it. It didn't project too far. Longevity on me after the second application probably got about 5 or 6 hours out of it. And that's on well moisturized skin, but absolutely stunning fragrance, an easy blind buy. And if I see it at a good deal, I probably would buy a full bottle of it. Nice and comforting, I would say, better for the cooler weather. So the next one I'm going to talk about is Ysl Cinema, and I love this one as well. Like, this was just a beautiful, stunning, easy, floral, vanilla, amber, sweet citrus, powdery, fresh, white floral. And this was launched in 2004. The nose behind this fragrance is Jacques Cavalier. Top notes are almond blossom, clementine, and cinnamon, I don't know what that is. Middle notes are jasmine, peony, and amaryllis. Base notes are vanilla, amber, benzoin, and white musk. Now, this fragrance lasted all day on me. I got a very soft, creamy jasmine. It's a very vanilla, any time of the year. I would wear this actually any time of the year. It lasted really well. Projection, about arm's length, maybe a little bit further. Longevity was very good. It was good right up until I went to bed. And then I spritzed it on again. And went to bed in it, but lovely burst of almond blossom right off the top. You can really smell that jasmine, the peony, and the amaryllis, and then it dries down to a very nice soft vanilla amber musk. Really enjoyed this one, and I would, that's definitely full bottle worthy. So the next one I'm going to try here is Cassili, and that's by Parfums de Marly, and I had really, really, really high expectations for this fragrance. And me personally, it was a bit of a disappointment. I know it's a really loved fragrance. It's an expensive fragrance. And I loved the opening of this. Let me see if there's any left in it. Nope, it's empty as well. There really was only about a half a vial of it in there. This was not full. So I only got one application out of it. And I can barely smell it now. But yeah, it started off really nice and fresh, fruity. It had those red currant berries right at the top, so fresh and mouth-watering. Then you get that plum, which actually overshadows the floral, like the frangipani. There's frangipani in this. I get the mimosa, which to me is a little bit cloying, and then I thought, well, it'll maybe settle down to something a little bit nicer, but it actually got more annoying to my nose, and it's definitely one that I wouldn't buy a full bottle of. I know it gets a lot of hype, but it just didn't do it for me. It does have a very nice soft sweet tonka and vanilla dry down. It lasts forever, and when I was going to bed that night, I actually sprayed some Want from De Squared on top of it to tone it down. It actually intensified as the day went on. So longevity is like, it's a beast. It will last until the next morning. Again, I didn't want to sleep in it because I really didn't enjoy it that much. It just intensified as the day went on. And the mimosa, I find the mimosa was really quite strong in it. It was just a mega fail for me, really. So if you love this fragrance, please don't be offended. But it just wasn't for me, and yeah, I'm glad I tested it out, but it does nothing for me. So that one was a fail. So that was 1 out of 3 so far that was a fail. Then I tested out Coach Dreams, and yeah, Coach Dreams was not a love for me either. It is a white floral, fruity green, lactonic sweet, citrus, woody, amber, fresh, and musky. Coach Dreams was launched in 2020, so it's a relatively new fragrance. The top notes are pear, bitter orange. Middle notes are gardenia and cactus flower. Base notes are ambroxan and woody notes. And this one, just having another sniff at it, this one dried down to a very harsh wood sour note, if that makes sense. It starts off really lovely. I love pear in the top notes and the bitter orange. Not getting a lot of gardenia, a little bit of gardenia. I don't know what cactus flower smells like, and the woody notes are harsh and quite sharp. So no, I would not purchase that one either. Longevity, yeah, it lasted about 5 hours. Projection, possibly arm's length, and sillage about average. Yeah, about average, I think. So another one here was Daisy Love. That was a very pretty floral fragrance that was just okay for me. It really was not anything outstanding. This fragrance was created in 2018. So it has cloudberry in it. It has cashmere, musk, driftwood. Doesn't last a long time, stays very close to the skin, and then it dries down to a soft, fruity, powdery, kind of, you know, average. Nothing I haven't smelt before. Nothing I wouldn't, it's not full bottle worthy for me. So if you love it, kudos to you. It wasn't groundbreaking for me, so so I would pass on that one. But it was pleasant. It was pleasant. Maybe I'm just too picky. Okay, so here we have Violet Muse by AJ Mall. Now I love this. Really, really love this fragrance. Would I buy a full bottle of it? Possibly. I mean, you know, I have others that I love more, but yeah, I think it might be down the road, it might be full bottle worthy. I'm going to test it again. I'm going to give it another good try. But Perfume was launched in 2015. It has violet in the top notes, rose, ylang ylang, lily, musk, and amber. And this is a niche fragrance. Longevity is pretty good, about 6 to 7 hours. It's very sweet burst right off the top, and then like that sweet burst of violet and a little bit of the rose. It also, let me just smell it again. Just gonna give it another little spritz. Yeah, you really get, it's very candy-like, sweet. It smells, I was going to say it tastes like, smells a little bit like candy off the top, but then it does dry down to a more of a little bit of a musk and amber. So the sweetness goes away, and then it does last a fair length of time. Average projection and sillage, I think. So, but yeah, I'd like to try this one again. I'd like to try this one again. Very nice, fresh, violet candy. Not like insolence. It doesn't smell like insolence. It smells more like sticky sweets, if that makes sense. But then it dries down very soft and not sweet. The sweetness does go away. The sweetness comes off at the top, kind of almost like a fruity sweetness, sticky candy sweetness. And then it dries down to a musky amber. So it was really quite pleasant. And last but not least, this came in a couple of days ago. I've already done a review and unboxing on it, and this is just amazing. Guys, this was a blind buy. This is Serge Lutens Datura Noir. Yeah, I'm just going to spray this again. It's just so gorgeous. I have to spray it while I'm talking about it. It's amazing. Yeah, this is Datura Noir by Serge Lutens. It's a vanilla almond, tuberose, white floral, sweet, fruity, coconut, floral, powdery, and nutty. And I've already talked about this on my unboxing this week, so I'm not going to go into a great deal of details other than I have had the chance to wear it since the unboxing, and I love it even more now than I did then. It's just stunning. This was launched in 2001. This is the original bottle. I could get the black labeled bottle, but Chantel said get the original bottle. It'll have the original it'll have the original formula. Don't know if the new bottle has the same formula or if they've tweaked it, but I wanted the one that she had, and so I was able to purchase this at a great deal. It's just a stunning fragrance and opens with that gorgeous punch of tuberose, the creamy almond, little tiny bit of coconut, heliotrope, Chinese, osmanthus, vanilla, and tonka bean. And guys, it's just a gorgeous fragrance. It has a beachy vibe to it, like terracotta, but it's got a way more depth to it than terracotta. It also is very familiar to Tom Ford Soleil Blanc, which I do have a sample of, and it's beautiful. This is more powerful. This has more longevity than either of those two fragrances put together, and I can guarantee that because I've used both of them. This will last all day. Projection is amazing, well beyond arm's length. Sillage, I'm going to say the sillage, you will walk into a room and you will leave a trail behind you of this one. So this was a really good blind buy. And if you like the sound of those notes, and if you're familiar with terracotta and Soleil Blanc, as I say, that's a vibe of those. That's not a dupe by any means, but I honestly, even if you have both of those other fragrances, it's still worth having this one. I'm glad I have it. I'm glad Chantel talked about it on her channel, and it's just a beautiful little gem that I will cherish and enjoy from spring right through to winter. So those were all of my reviews for this week, and I hope you enjoyed. And next week I'm going to be doing again 7 more samples. I'm not going to show you what they are. I'm just going to randomly pick them out of the jar, and we'll go from there and talk about them next week. So I hope you guys have a wonderful Easter weekend. We're doing an Easter egg hunt with Nora today, and then we're going to have a barbecue and just chill and relax. We're in a lockdown again, so only immediate family that we are actually living with and who we are interacting with. So it's a little bit kind of depressing, the thought of another lockdown for a month, but we just have to get on with it. So thank you all for watching. I hope you have a blessed weekend. Enjoy your family that you have around you, and stay safe, and I will see you on my next video. And as I always say, don't let anyone ever dull your sparkle.